Chapters 5 and 6 focus on promoting social acceptance and managing student behavior, and teaching students with learning disabilities and ADHD. These chapters effectively inform teachers on how to best manage their classrooms, as well as how to instruct and accommodate students who have learning disabilities and ADHD. As teachers, one of the first things we need to do is create classrooms that enhance learning for all students, as well as provide positive and effective supports for managing student behavior. Classrooms need to be safe and supportive places where learning can easily take place. We need to not only consider the physical space, such as the seating arrangements, but also the social atmosphere, such as establishing that all students are valued members of the class. Teachers also play an important role in enhancing student self-concepts, as many students, especially those who have disabilities, are at risk or are exceptional, have lower self-concepts due to feeling different from their peers. Teachers can do this by providing high standards for all, recognizing talents and abilities, giving opportunities to succeed in other ways, and acknowledging and explaining learning difficulties. Teachers need to understand classroom behavior within students' cultural context by being aware of prejudices and their influence in the classroom. Teachers should learn about students' cultures and be aware of cultural behaviors which might differ between home and school. Universal strategies for managing student behavior can be implemented and used for all students in the classroom. Clear rules with known consequences should be established to determine acceptable or unacceptable behavior. Teachers can use reinforcers such as activities, privileges, or tangibles to reward students and increase desired behavior, or alternative techniques when negative behavior does not improve. Finally, positive behavior support, or PBS, can be implemented school-wide to prevent problem behaviors and establish interventions to emphasize appropriate behaviors. PBS promotes communication and collaboration with all members of the support team in order to create rules, expectations, and monitor progress. PBS is part of IDEA 2004 and involves RTI in a 3-tier model that moves from Tier 1, with universal strategies for all, to Tier 2, students who need additional support, to Tier 3, which is an individual intervention for severe or consistent discipline issues. Learning disabilities, or LD, describe a varied group of students who have difficulty learning skills and strategies. There are no set characteristics for all students, but general characteristics include unexpected difficulty or low performance in one or more academic areas, and inefficient or ineffective information processing or learning strategies in the area of difficulty. There is no general classification system for LD students, but dyslexia, dysgraphia, and dyscalculia are the most common and involve difficulty in reading, writing, and learning mathematical concepts. Teachers have an important role in identifying LDs and implementing accommodations and interventions. Common accommodations include a combination of providing students with direct instruction and cognitive strategy instruction, and teaching students in small groups of 6 or less. Teachers can also make accommodations for students, such as teaching self-regulation, presenting information in multiple ways, adjusting workload and time for students, teaching students to use memory strategies, providing a framework for learning, modeling process and strategies using thinking aloud and instructional conversations. ADHD describes students who have difficulty with attention and can consist of inattention, hyperactivity, impulsivity, or both. Core characteristics include feeling fidgety and restless, blurting out answers and having poor attention or being easily distracted, skipping from one incomplete task to another, being impulsive or hyperactive, exhibiting diminished rule-governed behavior, and increased variability of task performance. The key characteristic of ADHD is difficulty with behavior inhibition and self-control. Students with ADHD also have difficulty in executive functioning and guiding their behavior to stay focused. Eligibility for ADHD services is through IDEA or Section 504. IDEA is detailed in procedures and services and requires a student to have an IEP, whereas Section 504 does not detail services and focuses more on equality. Accommodations for students with ADHD include maintaining a schedule, providing organizational assistance, optimal stimulation, and active participation through effective questioning techniques. While medication is one aspect of treatment, it is only part of the overall plan and works best when paired with behavior and academic interventions. As educators, we need to recognize that our students are diverse learners who have various needs. We need to constantly work to promote acceptance and encourage positive behaviors in our classrooms while providing appropriate and relevant support for all of our students so they can succeed.